What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode. Hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and share the video. Hit the join button and become a member. Wow! Members get exclusive content. Hit the bell icon on my channel so that you will receive a notification every time that I drop a video, and you can go and check the video out. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. Let's get into it. This dude was tortured in prison. It was caught on camera, and it turned him into an unaliver. Let's get right into it. Let's just jump right into this shit right here. It was caught on camera. Let's get to it. Period. This shit is crazy.
Rock you till the break of day. Dance with me.
Man on a dog leash, man. Pardon me, son. Pardon me. I gotta go get this business. Oh, they got the man on a dog leash, y'all. The man on a dog leash. Look at this. It was going on in G2.
In this short clip, you will see
So they got him on a dog leash. They got him tied up on a dog leash. Okay.
17-year-old Cortez Berry the day before his birthday being tortured and humiliated by the Gangster Disciples.
Get it, boy. Man on a dog leash.
That's crazy. Do the brother like that. Got him on a dog leash. The Gangster Disciples. Y'all doing nobody else like this. What did he do? Let's see, man. So far, no, not so good.
The man on a dog leash, y'all. The man on a dog leash.
They got cell phones out, they filming it. Oh, man. They got cell phones out, they filming them. He can't never let this down. Look, it's on the internet. Look, you see his face. He got treated like that. Oh, man, he just got to kill me. What the fuck, bro?
Now, how did he end up in this situation?
That's why I like it.
Cortez Berry was 14 years old when he was arrested in connection with
Look, a little kid. Let's see what he did, though. Must have been something.
in 2011 armed robbery in Augusta, Georgia, in which two victims said four males approached them with firearms and demanded money. The suspects struck one person in the back of the head, stole the keys to a Ford F-150, and fled in the stolen pickup. Berry was charged with aggravated assault, theft of a motor vehicle, and robbery, but was sentenced to probation in juvenile court. But Berry's probation was revoked in November 2013 at age 16 for violating probation when he was arrested on burglary charges, and he was sent to prison for 8 years, 7 months, and 26 days. He was first sent to Augusta Youth Development Campus and was transferred to the Medium Security Correctional Facility when he turned 17.
Okay, I thought he had some crazy charges or something for them to be doing him like that. He got a robbery and a theft. He was 16 years old and got 8 years in prison for a burglary. I thought he had some type of, assault charges or something against a woman for them to be doing him like that. Not so.
Department of Corrections statistics indicate in comparison to other Georgia prisons, Burress does not raise flags. The facility, which held 86 juveniles and reported no serious injuries or incidents the last fiscal year and confiscated just 31 cell phones. NBC News reported that more than 13,500 phones were
Jeez, look at all them damn phones. Golly. They mostly flip phones. Look, they mostly flip phones. That's a lot of phones. Jeez.
confiscated in Georgia's prison system in 2014, which amounts to about
This dude, what is going on here? What kind of jail is this? Oh, they ain't like that in Cali, bro. They chilling. What the hell? He got on a Nike suit, Nike beanie. We ain't got that kind of shit. We got some little Nike shorts and all that you can order, but he got all this bud sitting right here on the desk, twisting it up, cell phone sitting on his lap, big ass sodas and shit, dice sitting right there. And them knives, and them shanks sitting right there on the desk too. Man, these dudes crazy.
A cell phone for every 5 prisoners. Cell phones are often used to commit and plan crimes outside of prison, but also to incite violence and to extort family members who are incarcerated. Prison officials have
All this jewelry he got on right there. What prison is this?
installed equipment to scan visitors for cell phones and other electronics. But most of the time the guards are the ones smuggling the contraband into the prisons in exchange for cash or sex. The day before Cortez Berry turned 18, a group of gangster disciples approached Cortez. They told him, "Bro, you might as well go ahead and join the GDs because you're about to turn 18. At 18, he would be moved from the juvenile side of the prison to the adult areas of the prison. Berry refused to join. Then 7 to 8 boys jumped on him, savagely beat him and choked him until he was unconscious. Before posting the viral photo of Cortez showed being held captive. The gang members called Berry's girlfriend from an untraceable phone number demanding $150 for the safety of Cortez. They hung up, and minutes later, the men called back and demanded $300 but hung up before his girlfriend's mother could get the phone from her daughter to ask questions. Shortly after the calls, the girlfriend found the cell phone photo on Facebook of Berry beaten and being held captive in a cell. In the photo, Cortez Berry is shirtless and kneeling on the ground with his left eye swollen shut and 2 men standing behind him.
Look at this shit, man. That's fucked up, bro. That's fucked. When you disrespect the nation, it brings nothing but pain and suffering. He didn't disrespect them. He just didn't want to join their fucking gang. You don't have to join their gang. Look how they doing it. They didn't beat him up and got him tied up. That's ridiculous.
A rope is tied around his neck like a leash, and one of the men has the end of the rope looped tightly around his hand. Posted the pictures on Facebook with the caption, "When you disrespect the nation, it brings nothing but pain and suffering." As soon as Cortez's mother seen the photo online, she quickly called down to the facility, but no one answered. His aunt lived closer to the prison, so she drove to the prison. She notified the prison staff, and they were clueless to what was going on. At the time, they were not aware of the violent attack. He was attacked and beaten at 3 p.m., and the prison guards did not check up on him until 9 p.m. The prison guards had no clue what had happened to Cortez, and when the prison staff found out about the situation, Cortez was separated and put into protective custody, and both of the men standing behind Cortez in the photo were transferred to another prison. The family of Berry sent the photo to the local Augusta radio station, and when the radio station posted the photo on their Facebook page, the post instantly blew up, and it brought a lot of heat to the prison, and they were forced to release a statement regarding the incident. After the incident, the 2 prison guards that were on duty during the attack resigned, and Berry was transferred to Smith State Prison located in Glenville, Georgia. Smith State is a level 5 high-max prison, which is one of the worst and deadliest facilities that house the most vicious and savage criminals. Smith State has seen more homicides in the past 5 years than any other in the system. Cortez's mother believes the prison staff sent her son to a more dangerous prison in retaliation to her talking to the media and bringing heat to the prison.
The firing and arrest of the prison's warden is just the latest development in an ongoing investigation that has covered prison contraband, corruption, and even murder. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation announced they'd arrested Brian Adams on charges of racketeering, bribery, false statements, and violence.
That's the warden. The warden got arrested for bribery, false statements, the RICO Act, violation of oath.
Violation of oath of office. The arrest comes during an investigation of contraband coming into the prison. The prison is also at the center of a 2021 murder investigation. Investigators say suspects, including a Smith State inmate, planned to murder a prison corrections officer to hide the contraband. Instead, they killed one of the officer's neighbors, Bobby Kicklighter.
A Georgia correction officer is dead after an inmate attacked him with a homemade shank. Now, the Georgia Department of Corrections announced today that a correction officer, Robert Clark, was killed at Smith State Prison.
Smith State Prison is just, unfortunately, one of the worst ones that we're seeing right now.
Since the start of the year, the Georgia Department of Corrections says there have been at least 5 homicides at this prison alone.
Getting 8 ads every 20 minutes is actually diabolical. Meet Pi, the ad blocker that actually works on Twitch, aka...
Cortez was finally released from prison May 15, 2020 at the age of 23. But unfortunately, 6 months after his release, Cortez and two other men, 18-year-old Kazari Middleton and 18-year-old Marquise Harris, were creeping one afternoon when they rode past Johnson's Beauty and Barber Salon on Eve Street. Marquise Harris was the driver. He stayed in the car, while Cortez and Kazari walked into the barbershop, both armed with a .45 and a .38 caliber handgun. At the time, barber Miguel Freeman and his client Wyman Scott were in the shop when Cortez and Kazari attempted to rob both men and ended up shooting both men one time, and the victims instantly died from being shot. The suspects fled. A local witness that called 911 reported that they heard 5 gunshots and watched a silver car that pulled off and was able to provide the license plate number. The car was eventually pulled over with Cortez Barry not inside. Police found a .38 caliber handgun under the seat where Middleton was sitting. The weapon, which had been
So they're saying that him being put on that dog leash, being dehumanized and emasculated, caused him to get out and commit a crime himself, committing unaliving himself.
reported stolen a week before the killings. Both Kazari and Marquise were arrested and charged with 2 counts of murder, 2 counts of criminal attempt armed robbery, and 2 counts of possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime. Middleton had a prior arrest history as a juvenile for burglary. His defense attorney asked the judge to consider bond because he held a steady job since he was 15 years old. Middleton was also signed up for the Army and was expected to begin basic training soon, but both suspects were denied bond and remain in jail. Cortez had been on the run until he was caught a few months later in January of 2021. He was charged with 2 counts of murder, felony criminal attempt armed robbery, possession of a firearm during a crime, and parole violation. While Middleton and Barry denied any involvement in the killings, Harris told investigators the barbershop robbery was Barry's idea. Harris said he was driving and waiting outside in the car while Barry and Middleton went inside. He heard several gunshots, then Barry and Middleton came out, got into the car, and he drove off. All 3 suspects remain in the Richmond County Jail waiting for trial and sentencing. They possibly all face a sentence of life without the possibility of parole.
There you have it, man. That's crazy, man. You see how they did that young brother? Had him in there tied up and shit. Fucking leash on. The police don't know what's going on. They don't see nothing. These dudes idiotically posted on Facebook, like everybody posting everything on the internet, even unalivings, you name it. And their family had to find out by seeing that shit on Facebook and drive down to the prison to get the prison to do something about it. After being tortured like that and treated like an animal, or less than, he got out and committed, allegedly, 2 unalivings. Still a young dude. Now his life is probably over. If he's convicted, it's damn sure. Sad. Sad story, man. They ain't had to do him like that, though. He wasn't even a gangbanger, a gang member. He didn't have any unsavory charges. So for them to tie him up and beat him like that just because he didn't want to be from their gang, it's not a common occurrence in prison. They were wrong for that as far as I'm concerned. Doing that brother like that, a young brother like that, man. Sickening. I'll be back. Because you ain't doing nobody else like that, though. Just your own brother. That's the thing. You ain't got the same energy for nobody else. None of these people do. Only for black people. Only for their own people. Disgusting. I'll be back. Fucking motherfuckers. In the meantime, stay free, people.